Okay, I think we are live. Yep, our Nova Aetas Renaissance. So, I'm going to be playing through the first mission of the campaign, 0.0. This is by Ludus Magnus Games. I've done the unboxing. I've played the tutorial mission, so hopefully we'll be able to play this through with relative competence. I'm not playing with companions, so in the game, I can show you. In the game, you get companions, effectively, okay, which are these cards here. It does recommend to use these if you're playing with less than 4 players, 4 people, but you always have to take, for balance purposes, 4 characters. I really enjoyed playing all 4 characters in the tutorial, so I'm going to take that through with this. I think it should be okay in terms of management. So, the League of Cambrai is what we're playing as terms of its the campaign, and you have to put together these envelopes yourself. You just get a massive deck of the cards, and then you put them into the necessary thing. It doesn't take long, but it does mean that it is a legacy, but not in the sense that you're destroying things, opening new ones, or whatever it might be. I haven't seen any cards, which is good. But we'll see how that goes. So first of all, these are in the wrong order. So let's do this. So what we've been tasked to do is to play the game. We basically start with this. It tells us all the setup, and I will talk through each of the stages as we go through it. I'll also bring about some of the characters when I introduce those as well. So this does tell us a little bit about what's to be expected in terms of different things. I just read this the other day, and we do get this really nice handbook, which we're able to see key terms, skills, negative and positive effects, which are really quite key, tokens, reagents, skill types, keywords, map keys, which is really useful for the cards. You'll see that in a bit. But this is fantastic. This is the AI, artificial intelligence tree, of which you go in terms of its processes, and then an icon list at the end. So by looking at this, for example, we can see missions. We have got a town, and the grappling hook tells us something which is not on here. Fantastic. Okay, I'm not sure what the grappling hook means. That's weird. But we've got a town situation, okay? And we are fighting a monster, I think is what that top one means. So we've got that handy in our thing. So let's flip over this card and see what we've got. And I'll bring it up to the screen so we can see a little bit better. So first of all, it tells us what to pick. This is really cool. So we can go and collect all of this stuff and know that's what we're going to be using for 0.0, the prologue. On the key on the map, there's going to be the hero in the star. Red is the Stradiot, and blue and green, sorry, is the Arquebuster. Then once we've got this stuff, we're going to reveal the next card. So let's collect this thing. So first of all, we need a 4x2 house, which is the one here. We need a 1 tree. We need a lever token, which is this. Focus point, which, to be honest, I'm just going to use a objective token. You can use one of those as the focus point. Tiles 1B and 5B. So we've got a small 5B, and then we need 1B. So the tiles. Then we need a ladder. And finally, with Stradiot, well, there's the Arquebuster. And again, if you want to see the miniatures in detail, please do check the unboxing. So Arquebust, and the Stradiot is, there he is. Okay. We also need to grab their cards. So we bring this out. We've got the Stradiot and the Arquebuster. We also need their tokens. I can find them. That's one of them. So they are colour coded. So I'm looking through the blue tokens now, and I believe that's the Arquebuster. So that's the Stradiot and the Arquebuster. Perfect. So we've got their 2 tokens as well, which we'll know we'll have to use, and I'll talk about how that works in a second. Okay. So I believe that is all of the components we need. So now we can reveal one. The prologue. So the prologue is going to show us what to do, and it's going to show us a passage to read in this big book. So let's move the book for a second and set up the tile system. So it looks as though, put that there, put that there, that goes there. We have a ladder attached to that part there. We have a tree in front of that ladder. Our green spot is here in front of the door. We've got the green, if you remember, the green Arquebuster, Busier, so Arquebusier on top of the building. And we've got the Stradiot down there. We start, right, so a few things to point out. We need to start, we're going to start there. I think we'll go with Rebecca here, that and that. So that's how I'm setting up my 4 characters, as you can kind of see at the bottom of the screen, hopefully. And I will talk about the skills and everything as we play the game. Is there a way of... Yes, there is. Excuse me, sorry. Oops. Okay, cool. I've got live chat on just in case anyone wants to speak while we're going through the game. We also need to put the little lever token on top. So that's going to go in this square here. Okay, so we've now set up the map as shown on this card. We need to set the horologium to 5. So this is what this is for here. Okay, this is all the activation. This is one of the main parts of this game. So we've got the hour hand, which I'm going to move to 5 o'clock. I'm going to keep this one at 0. So it's now 5 o'clock. Keep this in this orientation so we kind of understand what's going on. That's all been set up. So let's go on to the book and see what's happening. So 001. So we're in Rome. Your finances are running thin in these hard times. This is why you chose to grant Egidio of Viterbo's request. A few days ago, a crier had waded through the smoke-filled osteria alla Corsinia, loudly announcing that the prelate was looking for a group of men capable of retrieving information for him. According to the crier's brief description, it seemed an easy task. Some patrons' half-hearted comments, on the other hand, gave rise to the suspicion that the assignment had something to do with an impending, unavoidable war with Venice. Could the church be looking for pawns to manipulate while not becoming directly involved? The hefty pay was tipping the scales. So you are given orders to travel to Spoleto, where you are to meet a messenger to be escorted to Rome. However, you have more pressing concerns right now. On your way home, a group of suspicious individuals stands in your way with a menacing air. You've been ambushed in a well-planned way. The few escape routes through the houses are all guarded by brigands. You spot your only possible escape in a town house that appears to be abandoned. With a little luck, you may be able to get in and out through a back window. Superb. So, we are trying to get out of the way. Well, now we reveal card 2. So I'm going to put this away because I don't want to read anything on. I don't want to make any spoilers. So I'm going to put that all the way over there. I'm going to keep this handy just in case I need to look at any particular things that might be going on. And let's move on to number 2. The mission. Right, so this is, we'll definitely have to have this out at all times so we know what's kind of going on. So, hero's goals. A hero enters the house. So that's why we've put this little exclamation mark in this square, because we know that's our objective. Enemy's goal, attack the heroes. Hero's defeat condition. If at least 3 of our heroes are KO'd, and then we have a description read. Oh, by the way, this has not got, what I love about this game, it's not got a repeat, a bit like Solomon Kane, a repeat mechanic. So you just go forward, no matter if you lose or you win, okay? There are branching paths to the campaign as well. So I'm going to play this first campaign just standard, with all the standard equipment. Then I'm going to replay it with some expansion characters, stretch goal characters, all of the side missions, the hunts and everything else, and see how much more rich that becomes, okay? Cool. Okay, our mission actions are, we can go to the lever. Certainly Sophia can, and I'll show you Sophia in a second. She's got a climb ability. She did have a climb ability. Yes, she does. She's got a grappling hook. So she can climb. Only if adjacent to the lever, read this ability. Or go onto this space and spend 1 activation point to enter the house. Read this. And now we start the mission. So we don't read on. I'll keep that nearby. Like so. I'm going to leave those cards next to that so I can see kind of like what's going on. So we are ready to start. So effectively what we do is we put those there. We don't know what time we're going on to. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it said, did it? It didn't say, no. Oh well, never mind. And these start at 4 for the Aquabar, Brazier, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 respectively. So we have set the Hologeum up, the Prolium. So a little bit about character and how it works. So I'm probably going to go with Rebecca first to do a little shot of magic. So your character board, you have 5 stats. This is your activation points. This is your sight, if you like. It's used for dexterity. It's the proper name, sorry. This is your physical attack. This is your defense. This is your mental attack and defense. And this is your health, okay? This is your, I'll show you here. This is your special skills, if you like, if you're XP, if you like. And it links directly to this, okay? So every time that Rebecca performs the test for a spell and obtained the indicated number of successes, so in other words, successfully cast the spell, then you get +1 onto these. Once you get up to 4, you can do a special attack, a special spell attack, okay? We're starting the campaign, so we have no skills, okay? So none of this. You can equip spells with the School of Armenia. Talking about spells, she starts with an arcane arrow, which is a magic trick, and then you have some stats here. Effectively, this is how many action points it's going to cost. This is its target, range, the skill test and modifiers, and how many successes needed. This is what it does if you succeed, and this is any bonuses that happen. She's also got an energy shard, which allows her to basically get advantage, which is extra dice in an attack, if she uses spells. And she's got a dagger, just in case we need to get into melee. So that's effectively Rebecca, and we're going to activate Rebecca. So the way that I like to do it is she's got 5 action points to spend. Starting from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can spend these points, okay? So I'm going to put it on the outside. This will give me an idea because we know where we're starting from. The 12 quadrants are based on the monthly star signs. So we are starting with Capricorn, and then we go Aquarius, Pisces, so forth as we go through, okay? They can come into effect later on as well. Right, So Rebecca's going to have a go first. Her spell has a range of 1 to 6. To show how range works, here is Rebecca. Everything's orthogonal in terms of range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Stradiot is in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Arquebusier is not. Okay, so Rebecca's going to have a shot at our friend over there. This will cost 3. So before she does that, she's going to do an energy shard. This will take 2. 1, 2. The rule when you're taking activations is called synchronization. You cannot finish before the nearest or the next enemy token. Okay, you cannot finish before the next enemy token. So I would have to get to here at least and spend 4 activation points as a minimum. So she does the energy charge. It's just automatic. Okay, you don't have to take a test for it. I'll talk about tests when we come to it. And I put one of those onto there. Now it says I can spend all advantage on this when you perform the next magic test, which is effectively this little blue diamond is a magic attack, unlike a physical attack, as you can see with the red diamond. So we're in range. It's attacking a single target. There's no modifiers. So we come to look at Rebecca's magic stat or mental stat, which is 4. That's how many dice we are going to roll. If I wanted to at this point, I could take another dice from, I'm going to put these down here. I could take another dice from our energy shard. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to spend my energy shard, pick up another dice. And by the way, very handily in here, in the little handbook, this is definitely the thing to look at. You can see advantage. Discard it before failing a test. If they do, add one die to that test. So it tells us exactly what we're doing there. Also, it's worth having a little look at the Stradiot's thing. He's got a bleed on his attack, and that's it in terms of his special skills. So let's see what we do. We need 2 successes. So how do we actually hit this? We know we're in range. We now look at the defense stat of your target. For physical, it is 6, i.e. a 6+ on a d8. And on a blue, it's a 5+ on a d8. So we're looking for a 5+. Not bad, not bad. So we got 2, 3, a 5, and 2 8s. We needed a 5+, and the 8s matter. So we have got 3 successes, which is enough to meet the success of the spell. It's going to do 2 damage. I did not get any moon symbols on the dice. The moon symbols are on the 1, by the way, for the dice. There are other ways of getting these symbols. So we will see. They're called astrology symbols, I believe. So astro symbols. So it's hit for 2. So we get 2 of those and put it on the Stradiot. The Stradiot has 5 health in total. Because Rebecca did a successful spell, we now move her. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. We now move 1 up the track of here. And I'm going to get the right name for this thing before I carry on this stream. Heroic points. Gains a heroic point. The attack costs 3, so 1, 2, 3, and she has spent her 5 action points. She is done. Right, so now we can choose again. By the way, usually the person who starts first is the one with the highest action point rating. Or swiftness, his proper name is called. So the swiftness rating. And just a point to make, the Arquebusier has a swiftness of 4. So will act the last if in the segment with other characters. Right, because Rebecca did some damage, she also goes up 1 on the Perilyum. This is effectively a kind of like threat meter of what the enemies will attack. Okay, what's next? I think Yeah, I think we're going to go with Vincenzo. Now, Vincenzo is our novice. Okay, as you can see, there's what it's called. These, by the way, just to talk about the board a little bit more detail while we've got the board up. These are skills, okay? You also get a separate sheet that talks about what these skills do, okay? So this is where upkeep can be a bit longer. You've also got, when you go leveled up, you can actually specialize into one of these particular ones. So it can become a preacher or a practitioner with this Vincenzo, okay? And then we swap out this board with a new one. There are his heroic points, same stats, obviously extremely good with a bit more well-rounded Vincenzo is. But what I really want to show you No, actually, sorry, I'm not going to go with Vincenzo. I've just mentioned that. I'm not going to go with Vincenzo. I think I'll go straight in with Sophia. Or can Valerio? Valerio can't get to our main enemy and attack. So we're going to go with Sophia. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, right. We've got a little bit of a problem here. Rebecca was the only one who could actually attack, unfortunately. So we're just going to put people into position. We're going to start with Valerio. Now, Valerio, the whole point of Valerio is is my tank, okay? He starts his activation by just gaining a shield token with his shield, okay? And the shield, basically, this token allows you to ignore 1 wound if you spend it. He also has leather armor, which is resistant 1, which is also ignoring 1 wound. So he's really good to put up there. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Notice how I moved orthogonally. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is Valerio, who is now finished. By the way, he's got 4 dice in melee attack, in physical attack. And his sword here effectively pushes people back. And then he follows up. So it's a good way of making way for other people. Valerio is finished. So how do we want to set everyone up? Let's have a little think. Vincenzo can heal people, but you can also gain a blessed token. And if we have a little look at here, we can see that blessed reduces the success threshold of a test by 1. So if you do a test, you need a certain number of successes. For example, if Rebecca wanted to shoot her arcane arrow, they've got to get a 5+, right? That turns that down to a 4+. Or if Valerio wants to swing his sword at the Stradiart, instead of a 6+, it goes down to 5+. So this could be really useful, and especially on this chap. So the rule is, right, okay. The only problem is he can only do it to himself. So that was that's not quite what I wanted. But that's all cool. That's all cool. He can still attack. He's got this really cool. Have a look at his miniature. He's carrying this. That's his weapon. It's like an incense burner, a censer. But it just stuns. With damage as well. So with physical, the amount of successes is the amount of damage. So that's how it's different to a spell. So let's move on to. Let's go with Vincenzo. I think we'll go with Vincenzo, yeah. So he's going to spend his first two action points to basically gain a blessed token. So we'll put it on his board to remind us. Next, we move on 3. 1, 2, and 3. There's a ladder. Oh, I didn't even see the ladder. That was a bit silly of me. So we don't actually have to climb up, but I'm going to do that anyway. So Sophia is going to try and climb up. So actually, I'll go 1, 2, and 3. Now, you can shoot past your own people, and you can move through your own allies. You can't do that through enemies. So, 1, 2, 3. Now, actually, I'm going to show something different. So, 1, 2. Then instead of moving all the way over to there, I'm just going to move him 1 space. And I'm going to see what the Aquabuzo says. So I've done what I need to do. I've done synchronization. I've only spent 3 of his points. The other 2 points, I'm just waiting. It means that I will activate before them, and I might be able to change the tides of turn and change the way things work. Then we go with Sophia. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, 1, 2. She's going to go first as well. So 1, 2. So she went 1, 2. She went 1, 2, 3. She moved 3 to there. Sorry, she moved 3 to there to come to here. Now the reason why I want to do that is because I want them to go before the other guys. It means I can actually I might be able to take out certainly the Stradiot because I can use Sophia to throw the knives at the Stradiot and then possibly even get up to somewhere else. So what we do now, you notice the area that we've been using, the Capricorn, is now empty. So now it is empty. We're going to move the Hologeum on to the next occupied space. So we're now at 5:15, as you can see, in terms of time. I love this little mechanic. It's really cool because it's real time, if you like, or game time, I could say. But it's also showing the activations. And it gives us lots of tactical options of what to do. Great. Right, we move on then. We got 3 people inside. Now, the thing is, you've got to look at the swiftness. So, the Aquabusier is swiftness 4. Excuse me, the 2 characters, swiftness 5. So, our 2 characters will go first, and then the Aquabusier will go next. So, I'm going to go with Sophia first. She's going to have a go and just try and do a bit more damage on that Stradiot. So, Sophia has some throwing knives. Range 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3. Just out of interest, I could not attack the person on the roof. So I could do because they're higher elevation. But I'm not going to. Attacks 1 unit with no modifiers. Sophia's attack is 3 dice. Now, what do I attack? Yeah, we're going to give it a go. We're going to need 6+ on these dice, okay? So it's not going to be easy, but it'll give me a chance to show you that physical attack. Not bad, I got 1. So I got 1 attack. Now, I don't need a certain number of successes in this case. When you do a physical attack, the number of successes is the damage. So it now goes the Stradiot to 3 damage. I did not get a moon symbol, so I do not get lethal, which would be 1 more damage. However, I did do a damage, so the Perilium goes up by 1. Also, Sophia, her heroic points are gained every time she inflicts at least 1 damage on an enemy. So let's put her heroic points up 1. That was an attack. That costs 1, 2, and 3. I think I'm going to hold fire there. So that's Sophia's activation done. No, I'm not. I'm going to go 4, 5. I'm going to go the full 5. Okay, the other person in this space here is Vincenzo. So I think Vincenzo, he's going to have to decide what to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to come straight up to there. That class. Oh, you couldn't do that. Sorry, you couldn't do that. 4, because if you move while adjacent to an enemy, they do an attack. So I obviously don't want that. So that's going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excuse me. Can't attack. Haven't got the energy. And now the Aquabusier goes. So we can follow the AI flowchart. Does the enemy have a mission goal? Yes, they do. They're trying to attack us, the heroes. Is there at least one hero whose is greater than the mission goals one? No. Can they attack? Yes. Choose a target with the highest perilium. Okay, so we've got two tied, Rebecca and Sophia. Now what we can do is from any half square, so this would be fine. So the Arquebusier is actually going to attack Sophia because he can actually get range. He's actually got 6 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't reach Rebecca, so it's 100% going for Sophia. You also need to look at this. This tells us the range at which they can see the threat. So if they're not within 7, they're not going to activate effectively. But there are targets within 7, so we don't have to worry about that. Sophia's also got a hood, which actually lowers that by 1 for her. But again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's within 5, so that's absolutely fine. Right. He's also got something called Shooter. So he's got Reload 2 and Pierce on his weapon. And he's also a shooter. So if we go to this, we can see that Shooter is here. It says, after performing all attacks with his activations, the model will use the remaining to move as far away as possible from the target. Okay? So we'll have to remember that. Next, because it's going to be one space, basically. Next, let's have a look at Reload. And so Reload, as you would probably expect, heroes may spend... enemies gain an unloaded token when during the enemy... That's what I say. Enemies activation. They have unused activation points at their disposal. The enemy immediately spends them to discard. Oh. Well, that's quite annoying. So, I think the shooter happens before the reload. That would make sense. And the last one was Pierce. So Pierce, it's unblockable. So against Valeria, this would be brutal. I could not use any of my shield or my leather armor. But in this case, it's fine. Right, so how does an enemy attack? So we come down to their attack profile. But instead of them rolling dice to try and hit us, we roll dice against the damage. So we go to Sophia. Her physical is 3. She's looking for a 7+. So this is what we have to achieve. Okay. So we're looking for a 7+. And we get none. Because we get none, it does this much damage. Each 7+ would take away 1 damage from this. Sophia takes 2 damage. Out of the 5 she has in total. Remember? 3 KOs and we've lost the mission. Well, we have to read a passage, which I assume is a loss. Okay, that just happened. But what we do is their token 1, 2, 3, 4. We take them the whole action points they've got. And remember, with Shooter, there's one that they have left. He's going to step back 1. He's done. So we move over to 20 past 5. And now we can see that the Stradiot is next. It's engaged with 2 characters. It's going to use the one with the Perilium. The one with the Perilium, they are joint. So let's have a little look at the tree. Close one, they then choose the one with the most damage token. If they choose randomly. So let's do that randomly because they are equidistance, equihealth, everything else. So I'm going to roll the dice. 1 to 4, it will be Valeria. 5 to 8, it will be Vincenzo. So it's going to be Vincenzo. So he's going to attack Vincenzo. So we do exactly the same thing again. Vincenzo is going to get his 3 physical dice. He's looking for a 5+ now. So it's a lot easier to defend, but 4 are going through with bleed. So we're looking for 5+. I'm going to use my Bless token from Vincenzo to turn that to a 4+. And we get the 4 and a 7. So we block 2, we take 2. We've got no armor or anything else that we can use against that. Okay, that took 3 of his 5 activations. We also get bleed. So Vincenzo is also bled. And again, if we just have a little look at this awesome little book, we can see that bleeding, if I still have that token, at the end of my activation, or Vincenzo's activation, we take 1 unblockable damage and discard the token. I cannot perform mission actions involving focus points, most namely the one that Stradiol is standing on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was his movement points. Cannot move anywhere because he's engaged in combat and his activation ends. Let's move the Perilium to 25 past. We have Valerio and Rebecca. Valerio is going to try and take out this Stradiol. So, with no skills, it's quite simply going to spend 3 action points, 1, 2, and 3, to do an attack. He has 4 dice as physical against the Stradiol's 6+. And I can see 1 that's going to go through. If we have a little look at the stats, we've got tackle. So 1 damage goes through. Unfortunately, that's not enough to take down the Stradiol. But do we have anything else? What does tackle do? Let's read tackle. Because there's nowhere for him to go, does that mean there's a damage? I don't know, maybe not. The target must perform a forced movement of 1 square to move from the attacking model if possible. If possible. It does not. How disappointing. However, it was a damage, so again, we put our Perilium up 1. Valerio gets his heroic points from taking damage. Okay? From taking damage is how Valerio gets it. We still got 2 available points, but we're not going to spend them. We're going to leave Valerio where he is. He's past the nearest enemy token, so it is a legitimate move. Rebecca's next. She can shoot through her allies. I think it's time to take down this Stradiol. It will also mean that the well, okay. Yeah, no, we'll do that. So, she doesn't need to move from that position. We knew we hit it before. So, 1, 2, and 3. Again, leave it on the outside just to remind me that I still have 2 left. She's going to roll her 4 dice. She's looking for only 5+, remember, because it is a mental blue attack. And let's see if she can get 2 successes. I see an 8 and a 5. So we are good. I also see a moon symbol from the 1. Don't know if that's coming up on the stream. Okay. So this would be successful, deal 2 damage, but +1 because of the moon. So it's actually 3 damage. Now, why that's important is a big reason. Because actually, it's not for magic. If you manage to do 3 damage, it's what's classed as a critical hit. From a critical hit, you do 1 extra damage on top of that. Your Perilium also goes up by 2 instead of 1. She's done the damage and she's taken out the character. I'm going to put the Perilium up first. I'm going to put her heroic point for a successful cast of magic. We take the Stradiol health and card away, and most importantly, don't forget the token as well. We have defeated the Stradiol. Now we look at the card and we see down here we have a reward, or loot as it's called. Okay. This is showing the faction, by the way. That was on the card at first. You'll see it's an Elementum. So I've shuffled these cards up. We take the first Elementum and we do not look at it. Okay. So let's just keep that there. Does Rebecca want to do anything else? I do not believe so. So she'll stay put there. Let's move on to 25 to 6. So, again, we've got 2 characters on. Vincenzo has more speed than the Arquebusier. Also, the Arquebusier, just to point out, will not be able to shoot because they'll have to reload for 2, leaving them with only 2 action points left, and they will not be able to shoot. So we know that the Arquebusier is not going to be able to attack before everyone else. Oh, I completely forgot to take the miniature off the board, of course, as well. That would help. Okay, let's keep going. So, with the Arquebusier going next, and we've got Vincenzo. I think it's time to try and heal people. So I'm going to start with myself as Vincenzo. So it says, you included. It's going to cost 2. 1, 2. I'm going to perform a mental test, which is 3 dice. For each success, target discards 1 wound. So, 3 dice. A test, by the way, is 5+. Standard test is 5+. And I see 2, which is ideal. So I take my 2 wounds from Vincenzo, and I'm fully healed. Do I want to do anything else? I could go to the point. I could enter the house with Vincenzo. Quite tempted to do that. I don't know if I'll have enough Perilium, will I? I've spent 2. It would cost me 2 to go there. I would just be able to enter the house. No. I'm going to spend 2 more. And I'm going to get a Blessed token. So I'm going to grab a Blessed token. Because I have Blade, it's the end of my activation. I take a wound. But I think that's pretty good. Right, now it is the Arquebusier's turn. Let's have a little read what's going on. So, we put it on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Does it have a mission goal? It does, yes. Is there at least one hero who is greater than equal to the mission goals one? We have got Perilium, and it's Rebecca. No, it is Rebecca. So Rebecca is the target. Oh, by the way, sorry, actually, I've just noticed Vincenzo's heroic action is you gain an extra heroic point every time you make a hero you included discard at least 2 wounds, which is exactly what I did. So I'm going to put his heroic ability up. So with Rebecca being the target, as we know, is too far away. So we go and default to Valeria or Sophia. Both are targets. Can the enemy attack in their activation? No, they can't. Enemy's goal becomes attack the closest hero. So effectively, they're just going to go into range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to move to here because he's after Rebecca. So he's now in range of Rebecca. He spent 2 activations to do that. He'll spend 2 activations to reload, of course. So he's now absolutely reloaded, ready to go. But his activation's finished. Let's go to 20 to 6. Or 540. Right. We've got 3 characters to use. Who do we want to go into the house? Now, what is that lever for? I'm very curious about the lever. So I'm looking at the climb. I've got to be honest, I'm looking at that climb and I'm feeling that's what I want to do. The model may move across X different height levels. This here is a height 1. So I think that's what she's going to do. Let's go with Sophia. She's going to go 1, 2, and then she's going to pull the lever. Let's see what happens. I'm adjacent, read 0.016. That's going to cost me 1 more. Okay. An old lever in a niche on the roof attracts your attention. You try to pull it but the mechanism stubbornly resists. You plant your feet on the ground and pull with all your strength. Suddenly the lever gives way, and it crashes to the ground with a snap, breaking. Rust and the passage of time must have weakened the metal. Strange noises and a slight vibration beneath your feet indicate that the mechanism has been activated. Your gaze is drawn to the front door of the house as you follow sound. Remove the lever token and reveal number 3. So remove the lever token and we reveal number 3. Replace number 2. So this mission has now changed. Hero's goals. A hero enters the house. See mission actions. Attack the hero is still the enemy goal. Enemy defeat, 3 heroes KO. All exact same. But now we basically have to enter the house. Either the lever has made this a trap or it's, I don't know. Anyway, that's Sophia done. Let's send Valerio into the house. 1 action to step onto here. 1 action point to enter the house. And it says, read 003. The door seems to be ajar. The lever must have activated a mechanism that unlocked its hinges. If there are no enemy models on tile 1B or 1A, read this. If there are enemy models on the tile, which there are, read 17. Oh dear. I just realised that's not being clipped in properly. Hang on a second. Oh, okay. I might need to get some little, that's a shame. That's already torn. Okay. Prefer ring bound, but yeah, that's fine. Anyway, what am I doing? 16. No. I've completely lost track of where I'm supposed to go. I was supposed to go to 17, sorry. Enemies are too close. They don't give you a break, and it's impossible to turn your back of them to enter. You must face them. All right, so I've got to clear, effectively, I've got to clear this arquebusier. Valero cannot climb. So we're going to try and make our way up. So spent 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 5. Rebecca goes, right, Rebecca needs a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We've got them straight away. So Rebecca's going to spend a 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do an attack. It's going to be 4 dice. And it's going to be looking for, it's got 6 health, this Aquabizia. It's going to be looking for 5 pluses. That's 2 successes. So no moons, but 2 successes, 2 damage. So start. 2 damage means Perilium up, 1. And also the ability up. 1 more heroic point from Rebecca, and she's got her Uber attack, which is a +4 modifier. And each star inflicts an extra damage. Okay. I'll keep her there. Right. We don't have to worry about time. It doesn't seem at the minute. Doesn't say anything about any time. So we'll keep going. We're at 5 to 6. I believe it's in the afternoon. Rightio. What is next? We have got the Aquabusier going last. We have got a few options here. I think we get Sophia's stats up. But I'm going to start with Vincenzo. I think this heals within one of you. Unfortunately, I can't heal. So yeah, we're not going to go with Vincenzo. We're going to go with Sophia. She's going to lob her knives at this idiot. She's not liking him. 3 dice. It's going to cost her 3 activations. Looking for 5 plus. That's double hits. No moons for lethal, but that's another 2 damage. So we can just flip one of those over. 2 damage. Unfortunately, it's not quite a crit. I hope I got that right. I will double check. Just going to very, 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 very quickly just check the crit. I'm sure it is 3 damage is a critical. Critical. 3 or more. Thought so. On a physical attack only. It's not bad. She did do some damage, so let's put her Paralium up, and let's put her heroic point up as well for doing her deadly fan. I think we leave her there for the minute, just to sort that out. She is not the target, so that's okay. We do need to take this dude out. So I think we're going to leave it up to Rebecca to successfully do a arcane, and then we are all golden. So Rebecca is going to spend 2 to get that advantage token, and then she's going to spend 3 to immediately use it. 1, 2, and 3. We need to guarantee this, so I'm going to fly in with 5 dice, looking for 5+. That's got. Okay, we got the 5. We got no moons, so it's going to be 2 damage, which is enough to take the Aquabuzia off. And now we can go in with Vincenzo. So it kind of worked off well. So he's gone. Oh, hang on. Before we do all that, let's do the stuff. So she goes up 1 on that. She goes up 1 on this. We also get 2 pecunia as a reward. So here are the pecunias. She's done the killing blow of everyone. Oh, whoops. She's done. Take that off. We've got rid of all the guys. So, yeah, let's go Vincenzo. So Vincenzo's going to spend 2 movement, 2 action points to go to here, and then 1 further one to activate the house. And now, while we read this, there are no enemy models. So, number 18. You give the door a gentle push, and it swings open with a faint creak, revealing a dimly lit room. Everything inside is caked in dust. It appears that no one has lived in this house in a long time. The back window is sealed, and the room looks like a dead end. However, there is something that doesn't sit right with you. Maybe it's worth a second look. So we reveal 4. Right, now we've got a location. We're going to put Vincenzo on this location. 2 different actions, one that we can only do once, and one we can do multiple times. So I'm going to put that one here. I'm going to put Vincenzo here. He still has 1, 2, 3. He still has 2. So he can do one of these. I think the wardrobe's the way to go. So what we do there is we get one of these little black cubes out. So he's going to go to the wardrobe. That's going to cost another 2. And then he is done. And we read, as it says on the card, number 7. You open an old closet door, which falls off its hinges and shatters on the floor. Woodworms have made the wood extremely brittle. In the wardrobe, you can find worn clothes, glasses yellowed by time, chipped earthenware dishes, and other old junk. Brilliant. We can continue our activation, or we can search among the young. Oh, we're going to search. I don't come here for nothing. So we have a little test here from the book. We're going to test mental, which is 3. We can reduce this so we can make this a 4+. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to use our blessed token. It does say for blessed token. I'm going to read it just to double check. I'm pretty sure it's any test. Let's have a little check. Just make sure we got this right. Discard it before a test. So discard, the threshold is now go to a 4+. Looking for 2 successes on 4+. Yeah, we've got 2 7s. So we succeed. 13. You rummage through the objects for a while, finding nothing. You're about to turn away when a strange pig-shaped container catches your eye. You pick it up and hear something rattling inside. Without second thought, you throw it to the ground and retrieve its contents. Right, we get 2 more pecunias. Place, I've done that. Or 7. Or 7? What? On wardrobe, 4 or 7 if revealed. 4 or 7 if revealed. Huh? Don't quite get that. I think it just means... Oh, 4. 4. Okay. All right. Or 7. I don't know what 7 is. I did do that right, didn't I? Yes, I did do that right. Continue activation. Well, he's done. Right. We go past o'clock, so we put the hour on to 6, and we go to 5 past 6, and it's Valerio's go. We've got a bed. What else do we need to do? It was just enter the house was my mission action, and our hero's goal is to enter the house. So I guess we go to the bed. I only assume. So Valerio will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to enter the house. 1, 2, 3, 4 to enter the house. He hasn't got enough to go into the bed, but he's in there with Vincenzo now. Let's move it on. Sophia can go down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and go into the house for 4, sorry. And then she's done. Okay, it's 20 past. And we're back with Vincenzo. So I think we'll go straight off and see what this bed's doing. So Vincenzo's going to spend his 2. Oh, hold on. He's in the same location as Sophia. He's actually going to spend 2 to try and heal Sophia. So it's going to be 3 dice looking for 5+. We've got 2. Take both wounds off Sophia. He gains a point for healing 2. At least 2 wounds off of that. So he goes up to heroic number 2. Then he's going to spend a further 2 actions to look at the bed. Or go into the bed. I don't know. We're going to find out. Everything in the room is covered in a thick layer of dust except for the bed, which seems to have been recently made. Intrigued by it, you pull back the covers, releasing a cloud of dust, and as you sneeze, you notice that the floor is scuffed, as if the bed has been moved several times. Try to move the bed. So he's got a physical of 3, and Valerio is nicely there soon to help if we need to. Let's try and move the bed. We're trying to get 2+. So 5+, sorry, and 2 successes. We fail. So we have a different entry to read. You take 2 deep breaths before trying again. So no negatives in that case, but he is finished. Rebecca. I think Rebecca's going to chill. So 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to spend, 1, 2, and 3. And she's going to spend her last 2 to put a charge onto this artifact, this energy shard. The energy shard, by the way, can take up to 2 charges. We come on to 25 past, and now we've got a chance. Valerio's up 2, but this time we're rolling 4 dice, and we need 2 successes. Looking for 5+, and that's 3 successes. So hopefully we are now moving the bed. We will find out. Is that 12? The bed sways violently, scratching at the floor with an obnoxious screech. A trapdoor opens beneath it, revealing stairs vanishing into the darkness. You quickly descend and move through narrow tunnels dug into the ground. Exposed roots lash your face, while insects and cobwebs get caught in your robes. Soon you come to a short ladder. You climb up and lift the lid at its top, revealing the interior of another house. Replace 4 with 7. Oh, okay. Cool. So we go to 7. And we're going to replace this with 7. Oh, okay. Look at this. Trapdoor. Ah, cool. So it's now, we're all still in here. The wardrobe's still done. But now it's a trapdoor. All heroes on 4 are placed on 7. Same choices, black cubes. Reveal 5. Oh, okay. Oh, place your hero, who was Valerio, on to here. So he's gone in down the trapdoor and into another house. Continue activation. So he still has 3 left. So we can still carry on exploring what's going on in this. Shall I? I'll bring this up so you can see. So this is the location we've just found ourselves in. And as you can see, we've got a door, we've got some windows, and we've got some debris. So Valerio's going to have a look at this debris first. So it's going to cost him 2 activation points. Still has 1 left after this, but he's not going to use it. So I'm just going to put him straight down into there. So the debris. Let's put a marker onto the debris and read passage 9. Yeah, these pages are going to... That is the only disadvantage. We're going to have to get those little ring binder protectors for these pages. And that's a lot of pages to do. But they're just going to get wrecked otherwise. That's a shame. I completely forgot what I was going to look at. I'm looking at 9. The floor is covered in rubble. Debris from the upper floors collapse. You notice something buried beneath. So you move a few boards and a couple of large stones to retrieve something useful. We get another Barracuda. This time it's on Valeria. Place cube on debris, continue activation. So he is done. Right, let's move it on to 6:30. And let's see what Sophia's up to. So Sophia's in the room. She's going to spend 2 to go down the trapdoor. Which I assume is just the same thing. Yep. And then by spending the 2, she comes down to here. She's going to look through the window. So she's going to spend another 2 and look through the window. Number 11, before we open the door. That makes sense to me. You walk up to a filthy window. You wipe a panel with your sleeve and look outside, but you quickly retreat. Brigands are prowling around the house. They're looking for you. But with luck, you'll be able to slip away into the alleys before they find you. If the party does not have it, they gain 9 watchful. Oh, right. Awesome. So, one thing I haven't done, unfortunately, is photocopied the campaign sheet, which I will be doing. But we've just gained an achievement. We've just gained an achievement. And it said watchful. Number 9, watchful. So I believe we don't need to really fill that in. Because somewhere, if I remember rightly, I've got to find them, sorry about this. Reward, no. It's reward. More rewards. No. 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 None of those. He says, I'm pretty certain they're somewhere. Achievements, right. Brilliant, cool. So we got watchful. So I found the achievement. And it says, out of sight, out of the gallows. Cool, all right. I'll just put that on there. Not sure what it does yet. But I'm sure it may come in handy later on. She's finished. We need to get Rebecca really moving in and joining us all. Anyway, let's move on till, what are we on now? 22. 27. He will spend 2. Come into the room. Stop. Quarter 2. 1, 2, 3 comes into here. 4, 5 comes into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Valerio, let's do the door. So he's going to spend his 1 action to do the door, which is number 5. You push the door open, and a beam of light enters the room, nearly blinding you. If 6 is not revealed, it is not. Read 019. Setup. Oh, right, we've got stuff. We've got stuff happening. So we need tile 2B, or not 2B. I guess that is the question. So let's organize a little bit better. I'm going to move this. Okay, let's move this over here. And grab this 2B. It says reveal this. 2 bushes. 1. 2 bushes. 1 tree. Whoops. 1 tree. A 3x3 house. I'm going to use one of the town's houses. 2 focus points. Where are these the proper focus points? Let's just. Right, hold on a second. I want to know what these focus points are. Is there a way of colouring them? Focus points 27. Oh, right, okay. Yep, I do know which ones those are. Here we go. This is what we're after. So we need one of those and a purple one as well. There's a red. Right. Got blue, a red, purple. Oh, perhaps it's blue. Oh yeah, it is blue. Right. So we've got all the reveals. So in fact, we can now do that, which will make a little bit more sense. And we got these 2. Right. Reveal number 6. Which I presume is, yeah, it looks going to be a map. So we've got this down here. We've got an orange here, a blue on this side. We've got a tree over here. We've got a bush down here. Now I want to separate these because these are not adjacent. Right, what does that mean? Oh, hang on. No, that doesn't mean. Yes, I'm gonna change the slide. I'm gonna move this so it goes like this, because then it makes a little bit more sense. That goes there. 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 The reason why is because this is out of bounds, so I know that this is out of bounds. Makes it a bit easier. Then we got some reds. Now the reds are what? Oh, hold on, let's have a read. Replace 3. Replace 3. Oh, replace 3. All right, so the mission's changed again. So I'm just going to flip that and flip that. So we've got that there and this there. Hero's goal. If at least 3 heroes are on a square in the red area. Oh, right. So we've got to be in here. Okay. Okay. At least 3 heroes in there. We read this. So that's perhaps our mission. The enemy's going to attack us. If at least 3 heroes are KO'd, read. So that's our end. And we can go to this orange section here, which is the door to enter the house. Am I not in the house? I don't know. The group has 9. I do have 9. Read number 20. You can sneak out the window and try and get away as quickly as you can. I can come out of here. You can place your hero on a focus point, or if unavailable, adjacent. Otherwise, continue activation. Cool. However, I haven't finished because it did say place the Stradiot activation token on the next active sector. Okay. Which is this one here. Right. What does that mean? Where do we put ourselves? So I've done the door. Do I go onto that area now? No, I've spent 1 to do that. What Stradia? Should there be a Stradia? I'm a bit confused. It says take the game board. I put that out there. There's 3 reds. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't get it. Stradiots. There's 3 Stradiots. Right, let's bring... I don't think we're going to go back there. I'm going to put that one over here. I don't think we're going back there. Put this here. And our 3 Stradiots are... Oh. Right. Yeah. And here. Right, okay. Now, our goal is not to take down these Stradiots. So now the problem is we can come out, and I can come out of here, but the problem is I come straight into melee range. However, he's only used... Valerio could go out and attack. In fact, this is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to spend 1, and he's going to jump out here. He's unharmed at the moment. He's going to spend his 3, 1, 2, and 3 to attack. So, looking for a 6+. 4 dice. I see 1. The symbols don't do anything. So we do 1 damage to the Stradiot. Periodium goes up to 2. And that's all we write. Okay, let's move on. Okie dokie. Was that everything? Please tell me I've done it. Yes, I've done everything. It says enter the house. I assumed I was in the house, but I guess not. Bit confused. Little bit confused. I mean, if I try the door, shall I come out the door? Oh, okay. It's when 6 is revealed. Right. That makes kind of sense. Right. What's the plan now? Well, actually, the enemies always go first. So all the Stradiots are now going to go. Valerio's in a little bit of trouble potentially here, although he should be getting a lot of heroic points. So we'll start with this Stradiot. He's going to attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's move all of these Stradiots now. So this one first is going to attack. So I need to defend with 4 dice. I do have my shield, and I do have a leather coat, just to point out. 5 pluses to save, 4 damage going through. Oh, wow, that was bad. So, resistance takes 1, and my shield takes another. So, but I still take 2 damage from that attack. We might have a KO'd Valerio here. However, he took damage, so he gains a point. Let me just read a second. Nice. Right. Well, that wasn't very nice. 1, 2, and attack for 3, so that's fine. Let's try and defend. We're just on 5. Yeah, 5 pluses straight. 1, 2, 3. We take 1 damage from that, so he's 3 damage now, and again grabs another point. So he's now bolstering up. He's now getting enraged. Oh, by the way, he should be on Perlium 3 for doing 1. Didn't I attack? I did 1 damage, didn't I? For some reason I didn't put it. Oh, I did put it next to him. Sorry. I put it next to the character. Sorry. This one goes 1, 2, and 3. Hasn't got the 3 to spend, but is now they're all engaged onto Valerio now. And by the way, he could see them from there to there. Yes. Right. Here we go. It's time for a bit of a comeback. Maybe, possibly. We will find out. What do I want to do? Probably go Sophia first. Well, actually, just had a thought. We get to here, so we could send everyone round over here. Almost sacrificing Valerio. Perhaps Vincenzo could heal Valerio. You know what? Let's go Vincenzo. He's going to spend 1. What he's actually going to do, he's going to come out and he's going to come out the window. Now it says place him on adjacent space, so that's not adjacent. This is adjacent. Hold on. You can attack diagonally, but you can't move. So I just want to double check with what is meant by adjacent. Yep. That doesn't class as adjacent. So he's gonna have to come out the door. So he'll spend his 1 to come out the door. Wow, this page is torn to bits already. 21. You step in. Oh, hang on, I better read this. You step out into the courtyard a few buildings away from the abandoned house you entered earlier. As your eyes adjust to the light, you see some ugly mugs staring at you. You have a moment of bewilderment, but then one of them recognizes you and sounds the alarm. Brigands stand between you and the only way out. Well, actually, they've already been alerted. 1, 2, 3. Attack. That might be worth it. 2, 3, and attack him. Or do we just start moving? 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have to spend all 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do. Sophia. 1, 2, 2. And then attack for 3. So she's going to do a 3 dice attack against this one here. Doing 2 damage. No, that one doesn't hit. Doing 1 damage and no bonuses. So, but it is a damage. 1 Perlium. 1 of those. So close to getting the better attack. And 1 damage to this one here. Right, we're moving on. We're going to go to 7. 10 past 7. Valerio and Rebecca. I forgot about Rebecca. So I think Valerio's going to try and mince through this one here. Yeah, let's try and take out this one here. So he starts off, he gets his armor token back from the shield. Sorry, shielded token, that's what I meant. He's going to just attack. So that's going to be 4 dice. 1, 2, and 3. Looking for 6+ on this one here. Nothing. Oh dear. Nothing at all. That's a whiff. He'll stop. Rebecca. 1, 2, 1. And she's going to shoot. So 1. And she's going to shoot 2, 3, 4. 4 dice. 5 dice. She's going to spend her... no, 4 dice. 4 dice. 4 dice. Looking for a 5+. Oh, no. Perhaps should have gone for the other dice. That's a fail. She's done. Right, so they go again. Oof. Highest Perilium is Rebecca, but they can't see her in range. Which goes to Sophia and Valerio. Fortunately, Valerio, you're going to get absolutely hammered. This could be the end of Valerio. Not much I could have done about it. So let's go with the first one. Looking for 5+. 1, 2, 3. Takes 1. No, doesn't take 1. The resistance stops it. That stops it completely. I'm getting bleed though. So I better put a bleed token on Valerio. The next one. Same again. 4 dice, looking for 5+. 1, 2, 3. Resistance takes 1. Amazing. And the last one. 1, 2, 3. Oh my word, Valerio, what a legend. Is still alive. Just. Has he saved? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has he saved his friends and the mission? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, right? So we're gonna go with what's Vincenzo gonna do? He's not happy about his friend. So 1, 2, 3. It's gonna move to there. 2, sorry. 1, 2. Sorry. 1, 2, and then he's going to attack for 1, 2, and 3. So is 3 dice on this one here. Looking for 6+. That's 2 hits. So 2 wounds. And a stun. What does stun do? Let's have a little look. If this attack successfully gains the stunned token, a model with this token must spend 2 at the beginning of his next action. It's not yet. I would hope for something a little bit more meaty than that, but never mind. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. What are we on? We're on an hour and 20 minutes. Not doing too bad. That's Sophia. Sophia's just going to try and throw her daggers again. Come on, Sophia. You can do it. Needing 6+. I can see 1, but no moons. So 1's going to be a damage. So close. Still not. Oh, by the way, Vincenzo. Oh, Vincenzo did 3 damage? No, he didn't. No, he didn't do 2 damage. So just up 1 on this Perilium. She does a further damage, so up 1 again. She's on 4. She's now got 4 heroic points and can... Ooh! Double attack. Nice. But I don't think she'd do much else. She did 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't attack again. So she's going to have to synchronize for 2. So I'm going to move her 1, 2. to here. Okay, we go to 25 past. Whoops. And now it's Valerio. Valerio is going to go for someone else. He's gonna be on 1 wound. And Vincenzo. Oh, Valerio could get knocked out here. Let's try and take out this guy. Or should we just guarantee a takeout? Rebecca's still to go. 1, 2. Yeah, he's going to guarantee the kill. I think. 4 dice. You 100% can't take out this person. So, yeah. He's going to go for the one that's wounded. Looking for 6 pluses. Oh my... Valerio! Nothing. A tackle, but that does nothing. Oh, that's poor. I'll stop there. So he takes another wound from the bleed. And he's down to 1 health. Right, Rebecca. I'm sure you can take him out. Possibly. Let's find out. We're going to use the advantage token that we charged up. 5 dice. Looking for 5 plus. Yes, and that's definitely defeated that one. Oh my word, that was too hard. And she was successful, so she's now got 5. Oh, I could have done another attack. Never mind. And then, so that cost 1, 2, 3. Then she's going to move 1, 2 to here. Okay, they're going to go. Valerio he's going to be knocked out, guaranteed. But can he survive this onslaught? Let's find out. First of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's have a go. So, first one. We block 2. Take 2. We're going to have to use a shield and our resistance. We just about survive. He should also have another one of these, by the way. Another one of the heroic ones, because he took a damage at the end of my thing. It just says each time you gain a wound. So, there we go. The other one. We have to block 3. 3 for 5 plus. No, only 2. 2 go through. 1's taken from resistance. That's a final wound. Let's read what happens when a character gets KO'd, because I actually don't know, unfortunately. So, let's have a look. KO hero, 35. When a hero has a number of wound tokens on the hero they KO, hero's model is laid on the square it's in. Ooh. Oh, and he gains another one of those heroic points. Wow. The hero is considered out of the game, suffers no game effect. Cannot be targeted in any way and considered any rule as discarded. Equipment and skills of a KO produce no effect. Their appearance decreases by 2 points. So it goes down to 1. Oops. Hang on a sec. When a hero is KO'd, their appearance is decreased by 2, down to 1. And their activation type is turned over. A hero does not gain hero. Oh, it does not gain heroic points, so I'm presuming you did get that. It never leaves the section it's in. When I would activate, instead draw an injury card. Oh, that's going to happen straight away. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's so unfortunate. Oh, no. No. We're all good. We're good. Well, we're not good. But Vincenzo's going to have to take a hit for the team here. We can bring him back. Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing. Okay. Can we grasp this back? Let's have a little look. So we got 3 people to activate. Vincenzo's going first. 1, 2. Then he's going to spend another 2 to try and heal. Heal my fallen comrade. We're going to need 5 pluses. We need... oh no. 2, 2, 1. That is a disaster. And then we're just going to have to wait the last one because we're in melee. That went very, 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 very wrong, unfortunately. Sophia, what are you doing? Oh, I could have... What am I doing? Oh, yeah, because I didn't want him to take an injury card. Valerio, you're taking an injury card, mate. There's nothing I can do about it. 1. Then he's going to spend 3 to attack this one. Actually, what's the range? 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can't reach that one. Right, come on. Let's start hitting these. That's 1, but lethal. So that's going to be 2 damage onto that Stradiot. I also get... Oh, hang on. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then she's going to spend another one, her final one, to do attack again. No, she can't. No, she can't. No, she can't. No, she can't. So she gets one of those, gets one of these. And then she's going to move up into there. Valerio, right, takes an injured token. So how does this work then? Do you stay there? Or do you move him through the activations? Should have read a little bit more. Instead, draw an injury card. Broken rib. Consider your value of health 1 point lower. Okay. If not, this one. It says a hero's activation token never leaves the sector it is in. So, okay. All right. Do we not just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think we have to. Right, Rebecca? Do your stuff. She's going to attack first of all, which will leave us enough to move into this sector and just finish this scenario. 1, 2, 3. Oh, but the Stradiots are going to... Oh, gosh. It's kind of all gone a bit wrong. With that in mind, I think we need to take out some of these enemies. So we're going to actually charge up and then grab another dice. We need to go... No, I'm just going to attack. 5 plus. 4 dice. Whew. Yes, we got it. And we got a moon symbol, by the way. So that's going to be 2 damage plus 1 is 3 damage, which is a crit, which is going to be 4 damage. And that obliterates him. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I just want to check one other thing about the loot. Whether it's all of the party or is it each one of these figures we are defeating. So let's have a look at L for loot. Gentlemen, regenerations guns when enemies performing actions, succeeding test mission cards, plot boxes. All region gains in this mode which are fist down and kept aside from a game to form a deck called loot. Defeating enemies. Is it per enemy? Enemies. Right. H. Loot. Oh, each enemy. Right. Whoops. So we should have drawn 2 of these already. Who defeated whom? Oh, it doesn't matter. These all just get put into a... I just read it. These all just get put into a deck. There we go. Boom. Cool. I'm happy with that. That was Rebecca. That was a crit. And that goes up to 6 now. Oh, I completely forgot about a special. Every time I keep forgetting about a special. Purelium 5. That's better. And then she's going to go spend 2 to come into here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go again up to 8 o'clock. Actually to 5 past 8. And unfortunately, this final one goes. It's going to go for Rebecca or Thingy. We're not in range. So it's going to go 1, 2 and attack Vincenzo. Vincenzo's got his 3 dice in defense. Blocks 2, takes 2, so he's got now 3 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now he needs to heal. Oh, come on, please just heal him. So 3 dice, 5 plus. 1. Right, okay, we've taken 1. So boom. We flip him over. Oh, I've got to read it. Hang on. It says in it. Oh, hang on. Vincenzo's got bleed. Oh my word, what a nightmare. That's taken 2, by the way. What happens when we... Sorry. Let's make sure we're doing this right. Then the middle is lifted into the square they're in. Boom. Nice. Their activation is turned to regular sight and placed 1 sector of head of where the active model's activation note is. So actually, where is he? He will go here, because that's where that is. Right, he's back up. But pretty bad way. I think we need to heal Vincenzo. What we got? We got... No. He's going to spend 3 and have a swipe at this Stodiat. So he's looking for 6 pluses. Gets none. Well done. So we're going to go with this. So 1, 2, 3. You can hit him from there. So 1, 2, 3. Come on, Sophia. Sophia's going to try and 6 plus. 1. Hits for 1, does 1 more damage. 1 more damage is better than no more damage. And unfortunately, her upgrade is a different target, which is really annoying. And then she's got 2 left. She's going to have to just wait. Okay, let's move on. Come on, we can do it. Valeria. He grabs a shield token because it's the start of his activation. Oh, by the way, Vincenzo has been... So he needs to take another wound. So he's on 4 with 1 left. Before he gets KO'd. Remember, I'm down to... No, it's not worked. It's not worked. Yes, what am I talking about? 4 damage, yeah, 4 damage. Right, come on, Valerio. 6 plus. 1, 1. So he does a damage onto this guy. He pushes him and follows up. So he's on 3 and takes a Purelium. Up to 2. Right, okay. 1, 2, and 3. He can stop there. Yeah, there's not much else I can do, so he'll stop there. Rebecca is going to fire a bolt right in his face. She's going to charge it up. So it's going to be a 5 dice. This will kill him. A success will kill him. 5 plus. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, and she used a this for 4. Might as well. For a better attack, which is still ranged 1 to 5, plus 4 to the dice roll. So that's many successes. Oh, she could have one-shotted. Oh, what an idiot I am. That would have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. 6 damage. That would have done 6 damage with one attack. Anyway, he's obliterated. We get another one of those. She takes up to 6 and gains another one. And moves on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is now gone. We need to move on. And then he's going to spend 1. She's going to wait. And then he's going to spend 1. Right. And it says, once we are... Oh, at least 3 heroes. Sorry. Just read that. At least 3 heroes. So, 10. You manage to escape and disperse the brigands in the alleys to Trastevere. After a mad rush, you stop to catch your breath. You can hardly speak, but your minds are filled with questions. Who were those individuals? What did they want from you? Was it possible that they were aware of the assignment you had just accepted? After this experience, you need even more time to rest at home, to recover your strength and make a trip to the local market. You are well liked in the neighbourhood, and your friends will hide you until the next dawn. Loot. None. See loot. If the party has 9, loot half. Cool, so we're going to get half our loot. We're going to see how that works in a second, okay? Each hero gains a upgrade. Again, that goes on the campaign. Gains their first thing. Discardable injury. Oh, what? Discardable injuries? Oh man, that's so good. I get to discard Valera. I didn't know that was going to happen. Perform a rest phase in Rome. Then start mission 101, the burning map in Spoleto, after performing a travel phase. So, I'll come back with another live stream of the rest phase and the travel phase and how our party looks in the next video. I hope you enjoyed that video, the playthrough of our first mission of Novus Aetas Renaissance. I love it. I really like this game. The kind of the 3D elements, what it looks like on the board, all the narrative stuff. This is absolute genius because they can give you time limits. So you have until this time and it relates to real time, which is just awesome. So they've got 5, which is effectively 25 minutes. So each of their activations is a maximum of 25 minutes each. It's really cool. It feels like a really realistic flow, ebb and flow in terms of in terms of time. Really impressed. So I've got this loot. I'm going to get half of this loot. I don't know how that's chosen, whether it's random or whatever. But we're going to take away half this loot, which we can use to craft stuff. We're going to go to a rest phase in the city. We're going to see how that's going to play out. I've got this cool thing here. So we are at the moment, we are down in Rome. And then we've got our Rome city phase, which we're going to go through all this rest phase. No idea what's going to go on. We're going to find out. Probably be able to heal up or start to get some skills. Can't wait to do that. So yeah, I'll go through that next time. That was 00. That was prologue. That was Nova Aetas Renaissance. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Please do comment down below. Please do subscribe. Keep this channel going. And if I can, get a little bit more activity on the channel, then potentially I can start continuing to improve the production quality. I hope those of you who have backed Novus Aetas Renaissance have got your copies and have started playing them too. I believe it still is on, by the way, pre-order. You can actually pre-order it from their store. highly recommend it. I mean, the amount of content in this game is pretty crazy. I haven't got the expansions through yet, like I said, so this is going to be a playthrough with just the base models and everything, all the base. Just, I mean, even the miniatures, I haven't painted them yet, but they are just amazing quality. So I cannot wait to paint them up and see how we go. So until next time, keep gaming and stay safe.